Man, where do I start? So I'm going to start by saying that losing weight and getting healthy in today's day and age, building muscle, anything health and fitness related, any of that stuff in today's day and age, man, it's impossible. It really sometimes seems impossible with the amount of information out there on what you should do, what you shouldn't do, the amount of experts and the amount of absolutely not experts that can post their opinions online and confuse the shit out of you, right? It's just opinions. It's just opinions. There's science to back everything. If you have an opinion, most likely you can find a peer-reviewed journal study, right, that will support your opinion. You can also find an expert that will support your opinion. So if this expert, that expert tells you not to eat, throwing it out there. Oatmeal. Don't eat oatmeal. It's bad for you. Think critically, okay? You've been eating oatmeal for the last 35 years of your life with no problems, and all of a sudden because someone publishes a journal, remember there's millions of journals out there, millions of studies, but somebody published a journal and says, oh, oatmeal might not be good for you. I'm going to write an article about it, why you shouldn't eat oatmeal, right? To draw you in and read it, and then you get thinking to yourself, shit, I shouldn't eat oatmeal anymore, or should I? I'll ask this person, see what they think. Should I eat oatmeal? Yeah, you should eat oatmeal, but this person told me not to eat oatmeal, right? You can just drive yourself into a flipping wall thinking about stuff like that all the time. And the same thing happens with training. Everybody's got their own philosophy on training. Some people train heavy because they think it's going to make them bigger. Some people train heavy because they want to get stronger, right? Everybody's got their opinion. Keep it simple, all right? Eat things that haven't gone through a huge chain of processes before they've gotten to you. Maltodextrin, for example, is derived from corn mainly, in the United States anyways, but it's also derived from potatoes and sometimes wheat, but it's mixed with enzymes and acid, and it's broken down basically until it's a white powder that can be added into food to thicken it up, to sweeten it, to add texture, right? Things like that. It's cheap and it feeds people, so it's used for all these processes, right? But it goes through such a big process to get there. Oh, one quick little side note, right? So you heard the difference between simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates, right? Don't eat simple, eat more complex. Well, technically maltodextrin, if you look it up, is a complex carbohydrate, right? So you should eat it, right? Not always the case. So just think critically about what's going on. Eat things that aren't going through a really long process to get to you, and avoid things. Right? Don't try to cut anything out completely unless it makes it poop a lot and it's really watery. But don't cut things out completely if you enjoy them. But typically try to eat things that don't go through a huge process to get to you. And if you start getting into antibiotics and hormones and GMO, again, there's expert opinions on all of that. My buddy owns a chicken barn. They have 100,000 chickens. It's a Golden Plum chicken barn. They use antibiotics in their chickens. They pump them full of them to keep them healthy. If you see their flock and you could compare them with a similar flock of chickens that have the same volume, right, the same amount of chickens, the ones that don't have antibiotics look a lot healthier than the ones that don't have antibiotics, right? Because it helps stop the spread of disease. Kind of the same thing we do in humans. Again, not an expert on that. If you care, if you want to beat yourself in the head and go see expert opinions on hormones and chickens and things like that and decide if you want to eat them or not, that's your opinion. My opinion, don't make it too hard on yourself, right? The smaller process you can get from harvest to digestive system to toilet, the better, all right? Remember to like, share, subscribe to this channel, ask questions on the Facebook page, or to me whenever you want, I guess. But for now, That's all I got. Remember, short process from harvest to you. Okay? And if you got any questions, I'll end it there. I don't know what to do if you have questions. Form your own opinion. Eat what you want. Unless it makes you poop, then don't eat it. See you next time.